Right room.
Dab on him, dab on him, dab on him, dab on him. Just keep on dabbing on him. Wait, lock him in this room. No, don't kill him, Penguin. Penguin, come in this room. Just keep dabbing on him. Just keep dabbing on him. Just keep dabbing on him. We made him quit! Yo, what's poppin', guys? So, let's talk about why it seems like every single YouTuber, as well as Twitch streamer, is just playing Fortnite. It feels like they've dropped their game, whether it's Overwatch, Call of Duty, other games in different genres, action RPGs even, they're all playing Fortnite now. Like, I follow a ton of people, I'm sure a lot of you guys follow a lot of people too, including, I guess, myself at this point, because usually we upload other games here. But I finally just started playing Fortnite because my friend's like, dude, you gotta play it, you gotta play it. I'm like, I tried it a couple months back, it wasn't like too special. But after playing and learning animation canceling, the game is so much fun, and on top of that, they keep on adding just new content. I honestly haven't had this much fun in a game in a long time without playing like in a ranked mode, where I feel like I'm gaining stuff. And now that the game is on mobile, like your grandma could download the game and start playing with you too. Although granted, that would make for some good memes. It's more so I'm glad that they're adding mobile, because it just means more people the dumps are on, so you get more high KD. But nonetheless, I follow a lot of YouTubers, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well, and it seems like they're just playing this game now. So I'm here to kind of talk about why it's such an easy transition between a couple of different games that I actually follow, and I'm sure a lot of you guys follow them as well. But anyways, let's get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and first off talk about Call of Duty. Now, it's been a while since I've even streamed Call of Duty. I technically was a Call of Duty streamer at one point when I used to play Black Ops 2. You guys remember, I would only play ranked. That was what really drove me to play the game, and that's because of the skill ceiling. And in this game, the skill ceiling is super high. The building mechanic is so good, and that's definitely what sets this game apart from other games. You get to create your terrain, and it definitely feels like a completely different game when you're in some of these scenarios that people are building. Like, it just feels super refreshing and completely new. Now, again, skill ceiling is a huge deal for me because I really like to be able to outskill my opponents, and that's something I felt like I was able to do in Black Ops 3. And Infinite Warfare, to an extent, you could obviously wall jump and, you know, you can outplay your opponent. But World War II, it just doesn't offer this. I mean, look at this scenario right here. There's a guy shooting at me with a minigun. I've got two people behind me. And, like, the things that you can do in this game are unreal compared to, again, other games. The skill ceiling definitely makes you feel like you're good at the game, and these kinds of videos get shared across social media, whether it's Instagram, Twitter. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Ninja's videos. I mean, let's be honest here, that's the guy that really just made this game blow up completely. And those kind of hype moments where you're like, oh my gosh, this guy is so amazing, that really makes people want to play the game. And look at the outskill, and that's where I really enjoy this game. So I feel like as far as Call of Duty goes, it just doesn't offer necessarily the same amount of excitement that you used to get because, well, I mean, you've kind of done it already. And again, this offers something completely new, and on top of that, they're updating this game all the time, every week. Heck, they added the pinatas, they added the C4, they added the hunting rifle. They're supporting this game really well, and it's just because, like, they're just doing a great job. I can't really say anything else than Epic Games really cares about the community. And when people were complaining about, like, the double up pumps as far as, like, swapping weapons, I never got to play during that. That's something I would have technically enjoyed, but it seems like they definitely listened to their community much more. And again, the skill ceiling for this game is just so high that I feel like even people that play this game for a long time can still really learn something, and that's, again, something that just Call of Duty doesn't feel like it offers technically, especially with World War II being just boots on the ground. Oh man, where do I even start by saying, like, the Overwatch streamers and YouTubers that just moved on from this? Like, dude, I definitely have the feels for you guys, because a lot of you guys came in for Overwatch. In fact, the past couple months, I primarily did stream Overwatch, but the game, let's admit it, it's so frustrating to play in ranked. If you stream or even played this game in general, you know that half the games are just pranks. Like, you just run into games where you just can't win, people are being uncooperative. It's a pain. It feels like you're doing babysitting when you're playing Overwatch and ranked, even at a high level. Heck, I didn't even place this season. Here's my last season stats, by the way. But, like, it's just too frustrating to play Overwatch. And on top of that, the reason why you'd come back to Overwatch is maybe they made some patch changes or they added a new hero. Well, you know, Brigitte, she's not going to be available for ranked until Season 10. Like, it takes way too long for them to create a new hero and create new content for the game. And Epic is over here. Yo, next week we add this new mode. By the way, guys, in a couple days we're adding this new, like, item to the game. They just do a better job, and, like, there's a reason to create content because there's content to be created in Fortnite, and that's a huge deal for anyone that is a content creator. Another thing that I think is really good is that every game feels different. Not only do you drop at a different zone almost every time because it depends where the bus is going, but on top of that, you have RNG mechanics on top of RNG mechanics. So you have the coming in, you have the weapons that are random, and on top of that, wherever the storm moves, that's also random. So it's all a new experience every time. Alright, the next genre that I want to talk about is people that used to play MOBAs. Now, obviously, it's a very different game. This is a third-person shooter with, like, build mechanics. But you do have an inventory system, and you can kind of build your character, or set up your inventory more so, to the way that you want to play. Now, I used to play tons of Heroes of the Storm, which is a game similar to, like, League of Legends, and I think a lot of you guys have probably at least tried once. But the thing that I think a lot of people that play those games that will find interest in this is, well, you don't have to deal with teammates that aren't doing what you want them to do for a very long time, and you just are stuck with them for a while. But like I said before, like the inventory system allows you to kind of choose what you want to do. If you want to sit back and spam grenades, you can do that. If you want to go ahead and set up a bunch of traps for people to walk into, you can do it. But that's really cool that you're able to do that. Like I said, you can kind of build your inventory to the way that you want to play. If you want to run a bunch of impulse grenades and jump in the air and then shotgun people, you can do that. If you want to run around like this one person that I play with, all she wants to do is carry the med kits and the potions and just use the crossbow, you can do that. Like, it's not the most efficient, but the thing is that not everyone wants to be an MLG tryhard. Sometimes people just want to have fun, and they want to use obscure weapons, and man, the crossbow is a very obscure weapon, and if you get a kill with it, it's pretty hype, because it's a very difficult weapon to use. But the next thing I wanted to talk about is people coming from an ARPG. I know it sounds crazy, but there's people that I follow that play a lot of different games, and one ARPG player, like, all he wants to do now is Fortnite. It might be because it's popular, but it also might be because there's a lot of hype going on in this game that is similar. Now, what I wanted to talk about is Diablo 3, which is an action RPG. I actually play that game quite often. I don't stream it that often. Heck, this season, I actually hit rank 33 on the leaderboards at the highest point. But there's not really anything new this season in Diablo. In fact, there's actually nothing new other than the ladder kind of resetting in a sense. But the thing is when you kill someone in this game, all of their loot drops, and that's super exciting. And you don't know what you're gonna get. As soon as you kill someone, you see that explosion of colors, and you're just like, I'm gonna pick up everything, right? You get super excited. But also, it's kind of relating to some ARPGs, and that's because what you pick up can kind of determine what else you want to pick up to kind of suit your build. For example, if you have no materials and you kill someone and they just happen to have no materials too, and they have, you know, let's say an impulse grenade, you could be like, yo, I got some shotguns, I'm gonna take these impulse grenades, and because I have no materials, I'm just gonna go ahead and launch myself straight up to them and just shotgun them in the face. So you can kind of see where there are some similarities between this game and other games, why it's more of an easier transition, but it's also definitely because it's a new game and obviously it's going to have hype around it, but there's a lot of gamers that are just playing it from completely different genres. One huge thing that I think a lot of people don't take into consideration from other games is, especially since this game doesn't offer a ranked section as of right now, when you jump into a game and let's say you lose 3 times in like Overwatch, League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, if you lose in ranked multiple times, it really makes you question whether you want to continue playing the game or not. And that's very important for a person that's streaming the game for several hours. Do you really want to play a game where you just lost and you spent like 2 or 3 hours playing and you're just losing rank points? Not the most fun, especially when it's League of Legends and you have 40 minutes in a game where you're just complaining or there's someone complaining the entire 40 minutes of that game. And on top of that, this game has 0 pay-to-win mechanics, which is one huge factor for free-to-play games that a lot of people really dislike. Heck, most of the Call of Duty games, or even a lot of games that are pay-to-play, I'm talking about like Star Wars Battlefront, I'm talking about like even the Call of Duty games, people feel like there is an advantage, and sometimes there is an actual advantage to actually spending real money in the game to actually progress a little bit faster, and Epic Games has done nothing wrong as far as the microtransactions go. It's just skins. Another thing I wanted to mention was the skill ceiling for this game for its longevity, which means obviously through its life cycle, because some people think this game, oh, it's popular now, it'll die out. But the thing is that the skill ceiling for this game is so high, when you watch other people play this game, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to do that. Just for example, let me just roll this clip by Ninja.
Only 3.
And that right there, guys, is definitely what makes me hyped up to play Fortnite, is seeing those kind of crazy clips. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen those double YY trick shot no scopes in Call of Duty, or those tomahawks across the map for like the final kill cam, but we've seen those. Those aren't that exciting anymore, and now with Fortnite, it's definitely exciting to see those because the game is new, and they keep on adding new gadgets, so who knows what will be the next cool thing to do, whether it's like the impulse grenade or C4s and all those other cool new weapons that they keep adding. And it's a blast to play this game, really. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid, and maybe this will give you guys kind of an insight to, why people are so hyped into Fortnite. But it's new and it's free, and there's just so much hype going around this game, and it is definitely fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the vid. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll definitely still be playing Overwatch and all those other games. Don't worry, I'm not quitting, but I'm definitely be uploading more Fortnite very soon. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I am signing out.